Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. The name is Palesa M and welcome to this brand new video. Now this video is highly requested, but I haven't been wearing my relaxed hair out for a very long time, so I haven't been really able to do the video, but I decided to do it anyway. I am wearing a wig. You guys would know that my favorite protective style, or the only protective style I do in terms of braiding or whatever, is cornrows. So my hair is currently in cornrows under my wig. It is winter in South Africa, so I prefer to have my hair tucked away. I do moisturize and seal my hair at least twice a week. And in terms of the washing, I haven't really been able to wash my hair because of the freezing temperatures that we've been experiencing lately. But I do take my cornrows out every 4 weeks. I will get a wash and do a deep conditioning treatment, and then I will go back into cornrows. So today's video is a relaxed hair Q&A. You guys have been asking for this for the longest time. You guys have been asking for relaxed hair Q&A for the longest time, and I'm finally going to respond to the questions that I got. The questions are on my phone. I asked this question on my YouTube community page, and I asked you to leave me all the questions under the post that I posted. All in all, there are 31 questions. Some are repetitive, so we're not going to answer the ones that are repetitive. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do find it informative or if it helps you in any kind of way, please do click that subscribe button. Don't forget to comment, like, and please do leave me a lovely comment in the comment section down below. If you have more questions, they are more than welcome. I will answer them in the comments. How long should you wait to relax your hair if it's your first time? So my understanding of this question is that you are a natural haired girl and you're wanting to relax your hair. If it's your first time relaxing your hair, so if you're getting a virgin relaxer, I do recommend that you get it done in salon, because your hair is all natural. So a professional will be the best person to do it, because they're going to apply the relaxer from your roots to your tips to stretch that hair out. So the best way is to have somebody who has the know-how and knowledge to do it for you. Also, you could need a trim, because I've noticed most natural hair girls, when they get relaxed, there's a lot of ends, so you will need a good trim. But also, getting it professionally done means that you will get professional advice, because you're switching from natural to relaxed hair. You're going to need the advice. You're going to need somebody to tell you what it is that you need to do to care for your hair, because natural hair and relaxed hair are different and they do have different needs. So I hope that answers your question. You don't have to wait if you're getting a virgin relaxer. If you want to do it, you can get it done at any point in time. Just speak to a professional or a stylist that has the knowledge and the know-how. Do you have any tips in reducing dandruff and itching? Dandruff and itching, there are various reasons why you get dandruff or you get itching. The one I know of and the one I suffer from sometimes is getting flakes and dandruff from product buildup. So this means if I've kept in a protective style for a very long time and I don't wash my hair, there will be product buildup and it will cause flakes and it will result in itching. Some people have a sebum production problem, so meaning your scalp is producing too much sebum and oils and you're putting product on your scalp, it's clogging your pores, it will result in dandruff and itching. It could also be a medical problem. Some people do have eczema on the scalp, and you would have to have like a dermatologist or going to a pharmacist to help you. There are medicated shampoos that are available at pharmacists and in stores to help you. Back in the day, I remember my mom would wash my hair with Salsan and it helped me a great deal. So if it is excessive, then I do think you should seek medical advice. But if you think it's dandruff that is, just ordinary, I suggest washing your hair more often and using more hydrating products, because believe it or not, dryness can cause dandruff and a flaky scalp. and itching. So wash your hair, do a deep conditioner. Your scalp could also be reacting to you putting conditioner and like deep conditioning treatments on your scalp. So maybe try applying that on your hair and not on your scalp and see how that works for you. But if it continues and if you see it's not stopping, I do recommend going to see a pharmacist so they can recommend you a medicated shampoo, and that might just help you. I'm experiencing a lot of breakage and my hair is very dry. I've been trying to restore the moisture, but I'm struggling. What moisturizing products would you recommend, as well as any specific shampoo, conditioners and oils that could possibly help? The thing about hair is moisture doesn't only come from the product. Spritzing your hair with a bit of water before applying your leave-in conditioner. Like for me, when I have cornrows in, then I will spritz my hair with some water or the hydration mist to, you know, give it a bit of moisture. Then I will lock in that moisture with a lightweight leave-in conditioner, and then I will apply my oil. It's very important, don't apply product to dry hair, because your hair is dry. When you apply the product on top of dry hair, it just sits on the dry hair. You haven't dampened your hair so your hair can sort of soak it in, you know. Applying product to damp hair has been a game changer for me. I've also started applying my leave-in treatments. After rinsing out my conditioner in the shower, I will immediately apply my leave-in treatment and then t-shirt dry my hair. That has helped a lot. To learn the ingredients, the labels on the ingredients will tell you some products, and some products contain protein. I've seen in South Africa a lot of the products that we have are more protein based and not hydration based. So when you learn to read the label, then you will know ingredients to look for moisture and ingredients to look for protein, right? Washing your hair more frequently is also a great way to keep your hair hydrated. What protective styles would you recommend for short, relaxed hair? I don't like braids, and I think braids are not best for relaxed hair. There's nothing wrong with doing braids on relaxed hair. I do cornrows all the time and my hair flourishes in the cornrows. It's all depending on when they do your cornrows. Are they pulling your hair too tight? Are they pulling on your edges? You know, the technique is very important. Going to somebody who knows how to do protective styles on the relaxed hair is very important, because that's how most people lose their hair, or when they're taking down protective styles and it wasn't done properly or it was done too tight, then the hair will break and shed. So there's nothing wrong with doing braids if they're done correctly. But if your hair is short and you're looking for protective styles, I would say doing Bantu knotouts. That was one of my favorites when my hair was a lot shorter. Doing twist outs is also good. A good braid out, if you can braid your hair a little bit and then unraveling them, it gives them a little bit of a curl. But otherwise, I normally wear my hair either in cornrows or in a ponytail, or you know, in a two-strand twist out. That is how I normally wear my hair. I'm not really adventurous with my hair, I don't know why, but yeah, that's what I do. But I've always been one for tucking my hair away, because that means less manipulation for my hair and it just works for me. Pinterest is also a great place to look for like style ideas. You can type in, if you have neck length hair, you type in protective styles for neck length or shoulder length relaxed hair, and they'll show you pictures of what women with hair at that length are actually doing to their hair. I've had relaxed hair for a little over a year. I retouch it once every 4 months. However, it still seems to be losing my natural hair color, which is black. How do I prevent that? So I learned this by hearing other people talking about their relaxed hair, but also from personal experience. When I was younger, I used to use Dark and Lovely on my hair, and after a while my hair would then turn like brownish, like an ashy brown, and apparently that's because of the calcium in the relaxer, if I'm not mistaking the information that I got. Then I switched to the ORS relaxer and my hair did not lose color, and now I'm using the Mizani Butter Blends one and my hair is always black. It could possibly be because of the relaxer that you are using. and you might want to look into changing that. How do you know if you're supposed to do a protein treatment? So most professional stylists and the relaxed hair experts will recommend that you do a protein treatment at least once every 4 weeks, so once a month. But there are signs that will tell you your hair needs protein versus moisture. For example, if your hair is limp, so if you hold your hair out and it's just limping, it doesn't have any movement, and if you pull your strands like this and it's just elasticy and it's sort of bouncing, then that means your hair has a moisture overload and you need a protein treatment. If your hair feels dry and sort of crunchy and it's breaking and it's brittle, that means your hair has too much protein and you need moisture, right? But otherwise, if your hair is healthy, I would recommend doing a protein treatment or a strengthening treatment once every 4 weeks, and the other weeks, if you're somebody who washes your hair weekly, do your moisture and hydration treatments, just so you strike a balance. But all hair is different. Some people will do 2 protein treatments and 2 hydration treatments a month, but if that works for you, then you do that. This is just a basic guideline as to what you should look for or what your hair is trying to tell you. I'm struggling with split ends. I do cut them, but my ends still look unhealthy and I'm experiencing a lot of breakage no matter what I do. Split ends happen when the ends of your hair become dry and brittle and frayed. It can be caused by excessive blow drying, it can be caused by straightening, curling, and they're also caused by chemical hair products. So I hope that is a guide as to what can cause your split ends. The hairstyles you wear can also contribute to you having split ends, but split ends could also just mean that your ends are dry. I would recommend you try the baggy method. I do have a video on my channel. Just go onto my playlists and then you will find the relaxed hair playlist. I do have a demonstration of how to do the baggy method. Try to hydrate your ends more. Don't just hydrate or base your scalp, or focus on your ends once in a while. Keep them hydrated, tuck them away. Don't wear them in like hairstyles where your hair is brushing against your clothes, because that will also contribute to that. Can you please give us your hair care routine? Like, after how long do you relax your hair? When do you wash your hair at home? Also, when are you planning to start selling your hair oil? My hair care routine is in my videos. So I wash my hair in the summertime. I wash my hair on a weekly basis or every 2 weeks. I do it at home or I do it in the salon depending on how I feel. Right now it's winter, so I've been washing my hair in the salon because it's quicker for someone else to do my hair. I don't want to risk like catching a cold, because filming wash days does take a long time and I could get sick. So I go to the salon to wash my hair. I will wear my hair in a protected style, which is cornrows. I will oil my scalp 2 to 3 times a week. Not just oiling, I will moisturize and seal with a leave-in or a misting hydrating spray, and then sealing in with the oil. I will take down my cornrows every 4 weeks. I will wash, do a deep treatment, and probably redo my cornrows now that it's winter. I will let my hair out when the weather starts getting a lot warmer. The next part of your question is, when are you planning to sell your hair oil? Guys, I've been selling my hair oil for the past 18 months, if not 2 years now. Let me know, like in the comment section. I will send you the link. I'm currently doing it on WhatsApp because I don't have a site yet. I'm working on that, but the oil has been available and I've been getting a lot of good reviews for that, helping with hairlines. It's thickening hair, and it's something I use for my own hair, so it does work for me, but also for a lot of the people who have purchased the oil. I was natural for 1 year and 10 months, and then I relaxed my hair at the salon. My hair didn't process well to the point that I have curly ends and some parts are straight. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Do I big chop and go back to natural? I don't know what to do. So that means your relaxer was not properly processed. The relaxer was washed out before all the parts of your hair were chemically processed, and that's why you have different textures in your hair. The solution for this is that you can get a corrective relaxer. So you would have to go to somebody who knows how to do the relaxer properly, and what they will do is they will apply relaxer again to your hair, and they will let it process properly, especially to the parts where you're saying you still have the curls, and then wash it out and do the normal treatment after that. A knowledgeable stylist will also recommend a trim if your ends are still very stubborn and not processing. They can do a trim, or you can grow your hair out. If you're thinking about doing the big chop, you don't exactly have to do the big chop immediately. You can start growing your hair out, and every time you get new growth, you can start cutting off the processed ends until your hair is fully natural again. But should you decide to stay relaxed, I do highly recommend getting a corrective relaxer. Your relaxer was just under processed. Which do you think are better for hair growth, short-term or long-term protective styles? Protective styling, long-term or short-term, both are beneficial, but they will only work if you're taking care of your hair while it's in protective styles. I know there's a misconception or a confusion that if I've just braided my hair or cornrowed my hair, I can leave it alone and my hair will just flourish. No, it doesn't work like that. If you are wearing protective styles, you still need to do what needs to be done to take care of your hair. So moisturizing your hair and ends, wearing your satin bonnet, washing your hair on the regular if it's a long-term protective style, because keeping your scalp clean encourages a new hair growth and you do not want to build up on your hair. So protective style is only a protective style if you are taking care of your hair whilst it's in a protective style. Any protective style should not be kept in your hair longer than 6 to 8 weeks. Otherwise, your hair could get knotted and you could experience a lot of breakage when you take your protective style down. So what are your favorite products for your hair? So I've done a video with my favorite products for relaxed hair. I know we need to do an update. I will get to that. Have you tried the rosemary and clove hair mist or rinse? No, I have not. I have not tried rosemary or cloves as a hair mist. I haven't jumped on the trend. The thing about trends is everybody's going on, oh, rosemary and cloves but I get very nervous about trying such things because on the other end, there are side effects to it. Some people have shedding and some people lose their hair, and I'm quite afraid that I could be one of those people. But if I do try it in the future, I will be sure to let you guys know. Which relaxer would you recommend? One which doesn't burn your scalp. So all relaxers are chemicals and all relaxers can cause burns on your scalp. The thing that will determine you not getting burnt with relaxer is having it done by someone who has the knowledge and someone who is a professional. I did used to do my own relaxers at home. If you do that, then please follow the instruction label or the instruction pamphlet to the T. 1. Protecting your scalp before doing your relaxer, either by basing with whatever treatment is in the relaxer box or using Vaseline to apply onto your scalp and ears. 2. Very important not to leave the relaxer in your hair for longer than the recommended time. So if the pamphlet says 20 minutes, then leave it in for 20 minutes. But also very important, when purchasing your relaxer, you should know your hair. So if you have very stubborn, coarse hair, you can't just use a regular box of relaxer. That's going to cause underprocessed hair. You might have to go up in strength. Some boxes have normal on it, some have medium, and some have extra strength. That's what you need to look for. If you have a sensitive scalp, then a lower strength of relaxer will definitely be for you. But when you relax your hair, be sure not to apply relaxer directly onto your scalp. Also, be sure to rinse out the relaxer thoroughly before you do the neutralizing shampoo, because having relaxer left in your hair would mean that you can and will get scalp burns, and the relaxer will continue to work because you didn't rinse it out well. What is in your hair oil? Or do you mix it yourself? Do you sell it? I obviously cannot tell you what is in my hair oil. We do have an ingredients list. Are we supposed to use protein on relaxer day and use protein again on the next wash day? So on relaxer day, I do with the Mizani relaxer, there is a bond fortifying treatment that is done, because on relaxer day, what the chemical does is it breaks down the protein bonds in your hair. So using a protein treatment just helps re-strengthen your hair and keep it strong. I transitioned to relaxed hair a year ago. My issue is it's thin and brittle and it's shedding. I'm thinking of cutting it off. Is there hope for my hair? In situations like this, I do recommend that you try to figure out what is causing the shedding and the thinning. Your hair could be dry. Your hair could have a protein overload. Your hair could be under-processed in some parts and over-processed in some parts. So if your hair is over-processed, it's definitely going to break off if you're not doing the necessary treatments to help strengthen your hair. If your hair is thinning, then you do need to look into doing treatments that thicken. I know castor oil is a very popular one. Massaging castor oil into your hair or adding it to your deep conditioning treatments helps thicken hair. My favorite one to use is a Jamaican black castor oil. I like to use that when my hair is cornrowed, but I will add a tablespoon into my deep conditioning mix, or I will do a pre-poo with the Jamaican black castor oil, and that has helped thickening my hair. I will also say it has to do with genetics. Some people are born with naturally thin hair and others with thick hair, and that will also be a contributing factor. But if your hair is shedding excessively and it's thinning, I do advise that you see a dermatologist, because it could be to do with a medical reason, or you could need like medical attention and treatment to help you with that. There are ways, guys. Dermatologists do recommend and prescribe medication to help with certain hair issues. So don't be ashamed or don't be afraid to consult with a dermatologist. They will help you. What can I do daily to moisturize my relaxed hair cornrows? Spreading your hair with water and then applying a leave-in conditioner and sealing it in with an oil is what I do personally. You need to know what works for your hair. Some people will just go in with a moisturizing lotion. My favorite is the ORS olive oil moisturizing lotion. That one worked quite well for my hair. And then I will just seal in with an oil, especially the ends and the edges of my hair. So it doesn't have to be daily, because that could cause a lot of product buildup. You could do this every few days, or if and when your hair needs it. Your hair will tell you if it needs to be moisturized. I relaxed my hair yesterday and I don't know exactly how I should take care of it. Mainly the type of products I should use, when I should relax my hair again, and how to make it grow fuller and long, and also avoid hair breakage. So your question is quite simple. This is just a matter of forming a care routine. Relaxed hair needs moisture, relaxed hair needs protein. So build a routine. Do a protein treatment once every 4 weeks. Then the other weeks you can do a hydrating wash day. The type of products, I think it's relative, because if you prefer to use expensive products, you can use expensive products. If you prefer to use affordable products, you can use affordable products. Personally, the products I use are quite affordable. It's not about the products you use. I think it's about the technique and the consistency. So how you are using the product and how often or frequently you are using the products is how you'll see the results. So sticking to a routine, keeping it as simple as possible. So my wash day is pre-poo, and then shampoo, a deep conditioning treatment, a leave-in conditioner, blow dry, and protector style. That's what I do on most weeks, and it works very well for my hair, caring for my hair while it's in protector style. The relaxer stretching, or how long you should wait to relax your hair again, it's different for everybody. Personally, I am not a fan of relaxing my hair every 6 to 8 weeks. I like to stretch my relaxers out a little bit longer. I just think that helped my hair thicken up a lot. Like stretching out my relaxers definitely helped my hair thicken out. I used to relax my hair quite often, and I realized it was flat and it was thin, so I decided to stretch my relaxers. I used to do 6-month stretches, but realized that was too long and my hair was breaking as a result of the long stretching. So I've now cut down to 4 months in between my relaxers, and my hair is like reacting to that quite well. So I will wait between 16 to 20 weeks depending on my hair, and then I will get my relaxer in. How do you fix heat damage caused by blow dryers? I personally blow dry my hair. You guys have seen me. I blow dry my hair every wash day, and I do not have heat damage. I would recommend that you use a heat defense. Always use a heat defense spray. Also, I realize some people will apply oil and greasy products and then blow dry, so it's kind of frying and scorching the hair. Heat defense is your best bet. But if you already have heat damage, then do deep conditioning masks and start cutting the ends off. So the parts of the hair that are fried at the ends, trim those off so it doesn't affect the length of your hair. But protect your hair always before using heat, because prevention is better than cure. How can I keep my natural hair from breaking, and what products? Natural. How can I keep my natural hair from breaking, and what products can I use to maintain and grow my hair? I'm not sure if you're referring to like relaxed hair. To maintain your relaxed hair and keep it from breaking, you have to keep your hair moisturized. You have to make sure your hair has sufficient protein. Do scalp massages. That encourages hair growth. Having a consistent routine is what helps you grow your hair. Do your trims consistently. So they recommend getting trims every 8 weeks or as and when necessary. I recommend cutting your hair, your ends, guys. It really does a lot for your hair because you're getting rid of the unhealthy bits. The nutrients you're giving to your hair is not wasting away. Taking your vitamins. I know this is one people do not believe, but having your iron, having your folic, having your vitamin D and your B3 as well as a good probiotic, that does help your hair. I drink a lot of green smoothies, and that does wonders for my hair and my skin. But yeah, having a consistent routine is what I will recommend to maintain and grow your hair. Also, taking care of your hair. You can't do your hair every 4 weeks at the salon and do nothing the other 3 weeks when you're at home and expect your hair to thrive. It does not work that way. I feel like my relaxed hair is not growing. What can I do to change that? Is it more moisture? Sometimes you do hit like a plateau where you feel like your hair is not growing anymore, and when you do that, I think you need to shake up your routine a little bit more. Look at what you're doing. How frequently are you washing your hair? Are you doing scalp massages? Are you incorporating ingredients that help grow your hair? Are you doing your deep conditioning treatments? Are you going in for your trims? How are you? Are you stressed? Are you taking your vitamins? It's a matter of looking at your life and what you are doing and trying to figure out where you are going wrong. But sometimes you do hit that plateau and you feel like your hair is just the same. For the longest time, my hair was just past my shoulders, and now my hair is going bra strap length because I started being more consistent with my relaxing routine. I started focusing a lot on being intentional on caring for my hair, not just leaving it alone and believing it would grow. And that is when I passed the shoulder length and it went past my shoulders. Now it's almost at my bra strap the last time I checked, because you've seen I've become very active in caring for my hair, more frequent wash days, eliminating products that didn't work for my hair, and trying to incorporate more moisture and oiling my scalp and doing massages at least twice a week is what helped me. So look at what you're currently doing and try to figure out and pinpoint what it is that you need to do more of and what it is that you need to do less of. Lie or no lie relaxer when you were doing the relaxer yourself at home. I'm not sure if there are lie relaxers that are available for at-home use, but I know most of the boxes we get in South Africa are no lie, and I've been using no lie relaxers. I haven't had any problems with that. I am not experienced with lye relaxers to my knowledge, so I would recommend what I've used, which is no lye relaxers, and that is what we get. I think, let me know what lye relaxers are available for at home use. I haven't seen any. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the questions in this relaxed hair video. I hope I've answered them sufficiently for you, but I've answered them to the best of my knowledge. I will film my current favorite relaxed hair products as soon as this winter's out, and I can undo my hair and show you guys, you know, the progress or where my hair is at and what I'm doing, and we can take it from there. Now for the fun part. So I did say I was going to do a series of giveaways on my channel to celebrate so many achievements, but also to celebrate my birthday month. So in this video, I will be giving one lucky winner my favorite design essential hamper. I will be buying the set. I will be giving my favorite set. So it's going to be the products that I use, which is the shampoo, the leave-in conditioner, the deep conditioning treatment, and I'm going to see what other products from the Design Essentials line that I can include in there for one lucky winner. I want to know in the comment section, what is that little hidden gem, that thing that you do, that you know, when I do this, my hair is going to, you know, look its best. So share your tip for healthy relaxed hair in the comment section. I will pick a winner and contact them, and they will be getting that lovely prize. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for sending through your questions. I look forward to the weather getting warmer so we can start creating more hair content again. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. I will see you in my next one.